One day, my friend suddenly changed.
I've had a number of people within my own family who have gone through it.
He kept this facade of positivity and accomplishment.
One day he was fine, and the next day he was distant and almost absent.
At times, often, I didn't know he was my brother.
One day he had a different outlook on life, a negative one. I was feeling both angry and upset, but I realised that he was feeling much worse. I kept asking if something was different or if he was upset or wrong or what was happening, but in the end I realised he needed to figure things out on his own, and eventually he got there. We did speak about how he felt, but in the end it was better if I was just there as support and someone to talk to. Change didn't come quickly. I know that he still struggles privately, but I want him to know that me and my friends will never leave him. I just want to remind them of fun and happiness we can have.
I once knew someone who you would have looked at and thought he was a really successful and confident and ultimately a happy person. But within himself, he really wasn't making sense to himself anymore. He would be in class, have done all his works, just talking to his mates. Then something would come over him and he'd have to rush to the bathroom and hide in the cubicle. And his heart would be beating out of his chest and his breathing would be uncontrollable, like he was suffocating on his own breath. And he was having a panic attack. And he was embarrassed that these things were happening to him. He suffered for this for a long time, but what helped him was when he started to share his experience with people, whether it was to his understanding friend or to his psychologist that guided him to a healthier place. And now, instead of running to a cubicle, he could regain control of his own body and his own thoughts. Him and his friends can now have close and open and supportive conversations about mental health.
I was in Year 8 and my brother was experiencing quite a few different issues within his own life, and we were asking, quite a lot of times, are you okay? We were able to convince him one time to go to the counsellor and to speak about it. He explained that, I'm feeling, dark, inside, and I'm having a lot of these issues and I don't know how to sort of deal with them. And he was diagnosed with serious psychotic depression and anxiety. I think after quite a while he sort of came towards the reality of it and he said, okay, I've got to face this. So he went into the Melbourne clinic and he was there for about 14 months. And it was very, very difficult for my family to see him struggle so hard, especially my dad, because his mum, or my grandmother, had gone through the same thing. He actually tried to commit suicide multiple times, and he went into the ICU, and often at times I felt scared, that something was going to happen to him, or that my family was going to go into a complete breakdown or something. I think a way that people can reach out is, just simply being there. I do believe that seeing a counsellor or a psychiatrist could be the most important thing. It's the fact that you don't know them, that they can, give you that advice because they can't judge you. One of the most important factors for him to sort of overcome his deep dark space was exercise. He kept on eating and eating so much and he got to about 145 kilos. It was very hard for him to find the motivation, but he did. Me and a number of his mates were able to take him out, play sport, signed him up to the gym, and throughout the whole year of 2016 when he was in Year 12, he was 145 kilos and he lost 58 of those. It was the most amazing thing I'd just ever seen, and I couldn't be more proud of him, and I couldn't be more proud of the support of our friends and the psychiatrists and the people at the Melbourne Clinic and his personal trainer to help him out, and especially from the support of my parents were absolutely extraordinary, and couldn't be more grateful for it, for his life.
If you're having anxiety, you might find it hard to talk to people about it because you think they won't understand. You don't want to ruin the mood or bring the vibe down. You also don't want to feel judged. It can be hard to talk to friends, but you can find someone you trust who's a little bit removed to talk to. It's good to find an outlet. If you can't talk to someone, do something you love. Write a song, play sport, draw a picture. If you notice a friend struggling, find an activity they love and do it together. If you talk about it, the problem seems less massive. So don't worry about bringing the vibe down if you're having trouble. Try to talk to someone about it.